All right, guys, welcome back to the training. In this video, we're going to be talking about creating the email and how to send the email for any one of these offers that you choose. I think that, giving you an email is important, and we're going to give you one. If you got our Done For You campaigns, there'll be a button below this video if you want to buy that, or there's a button somewhere on the page. I don't know. If you bought it, that's fine. Just take the ones that we use and just send them off. You are going to have to edit them a little bit, though, to fit the product that you're going to be promoting, and that's okay. But you're going to have to do that no matter what, right? So I would rather teach you how to create an email that's going to work as opposed to just giving you one, which we're going to do anyway. But I could have just given you the one email and said, send it off, right? That's fine. But I'd rather teach you how to create the email from scratch so you understand how to do it. That way you can take any offer you want and create your own email. Now, again, if you bought the Done For You campaigns, then use them, because we make most of our money here by promoting the same offer a couple of times. And that's really important to understand. And that's the campaign that we're going to give you promotes the offer a whole bunch of times in a row. And that's really where we pick up a lot of our sales. All right. So what was the offer that we picked? I think it was one of Brendan's offers. I forget the name of it, though. Bang Bang Profits. There we go. Bang Bang Profits. Perfect. All right, so we have 100% commission on the front, $12.95. This offer is like really pretty perfect. The only thing missing here is a downsell on the front end offer, but I'm gonna forgive Brendan for that. He's a great dude, and he has a lot of great offers out there. So the way that we create our emails are from this sales page. All right, now when it comes to subject lines, I kind of just write them. I don't really have a way to, I don't really have like a framework or a model that I can teach you, but I am going to show you how I do it so you understand, and then you'll be able to create your own. But it's not like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there you go, you have a great subject, right? It's not really like that. So you'll understand as we get through it. So all we're going to do to create our emails is look at their sales page. I'm not a very big fan of just using swipe files, because a lot of people don't create swipe copy this way. But, for me, this is probably the best way to do it. So, we're going to take this line here. I know how it feels to work like crazy to try to make some money online only to keep coming up empty, right? And we're going to take that and we're going to put it in a Word document like that. All right. And then what we're going to do is right underneath it, we are going to make our text bigger because 11-point font. I'm blind, not really blind, but I have contact lenses in and they're old. I have 2-week lenses in from like Thanksgiving and I can't really see anything. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, but I know how it feels to work like crazy and try to make some money online only to keep coming up empty. We're going to take that and we're going to turn it into, if you're anything like me, you've probably been trying to make money online and finding out that it isn't as easy as some people make it out to be. Right? So what I'm doing there is I'm basically saying the same thing. We don't want to just steal. I'm never going to teach you, and this is the wrong and unethical way to do things. I'm never going to teach you to just take someone else's thing. Even though I think it's hysterical. Some people take offense to it when I talk about this, but I think it's funny that the marketing community calls it copy. And then when you actually copy something, they're like, "Oh my God, what'd you just do?" Well, you're calling it copy, dude. Like, well, it's what it is, right? You're taking somebody else's thing, you're rephrasing it a little bit, and you're using it. Even that to me is a little unethical. So I'm not going to take the wording that he put there and just use it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get the point across that he's trying to get across in my own way. So I know how it feels to work like crazy and try to make some money online only to keep coming up empty. He's saying that, and what I'm saying is, if you're anything like me, you've probably been trying to make money online only and finding out, or actually I should put, I like to write how I talk, so only to, only to find out only to find out that it isn't as easy as some people make it out to be. I'm saying the same thing in a different way. Do you understand that? All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down in his copy a little. And I'm going to say, I'm going to take this. This is a little bit of a process, so you're going to have to hang with me for a minute. I'm going to take this and I'm going to say, most courses out there are simply too complicated for the average everyday person to actually do. Now, don't get me wrong. Some are awesome. Some are terrible. But most are just way too complicated. Okay, so again, I'm saying the same thing, right? But in my own way. And that's really what we want to focus on here. Now, when I write these emails, I'm going to leave the copy in here for now, and then I'll change it after. So you'll see as I get through it. But this is basically going to be like a really long document that I'm going to delete most of in a second. All right. So we're going to take this here, and I'm actually just going to look at, I'm not going to copy this and paste it in here. I'm going to just look at it and write it basically like this. So I'll do that, and then I'll do that, and then I'll just move this on this side and move that on that side. I really should get two monitors, but I don't know. Kind of looks dumb, I guess. Not my thing. What most people don't tell you, though, is that affiliate marketing is actually kind of easy if you cut out all the BS and just do it the straight and to the point way, like me and my friends do. Basically, here's how it works. Now watch how easy this is. Ready? First, I'm gonna find an offer that's been converting pretty well over a period of time. Then I'm going to create some sort of simple bonus and thank you page for the offer that I'm promoting. Then I'm gonna write a simple and straight up email that talks about what it is promoting. Don't put selling, by the way. Then I send it off, and boom. Not boomo, boom. My only job left is to check my stats. My email now is pretty much finito at this point. Pretty much done. That's pretty much all I'm going to write. So the way that we close this out, watch. First of all, let's get all this junk out of here. Not junk, but junk for our email, because we don't need that. We're not going to use any of it. So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that space. We'll get rid of that space. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so here's basically how it works. We'll make that bold. There is no science, by the way, to what you bold and what you don't, what you underline and what you don't. Like literally none. I just randomly go through and just bold stuff. That stands out though because I want them to know like the model, right? So that's fine. All right. Then what I'm going to do is check this out. Ready? This is where I'm going to. I know my mouse is really annoying, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. My mouse, I hate my mouse. It's a Bluetooth one, and you hear that? It sounds like there's birds next to me. It drives me insane. All right. So what I want to do is I want to try to find something like a video image on here. I'm going to show you how to use this in a second. I want to do that, but not. I'm going to try to find like a good part of the video to use. All right, so let's pause. Whoop. Where's that car crash? Where's the car crash, Brendan? Damn it. There we go. Okay, so what oh, no. Pause. Sometimes this is a little tricky. I want to pause on the car crash. There we go. Car crash. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my clipping or snipping or whatever tool, this thing in Windows. If you don't have a Windows and you're like a Mac person for some stupid reason because you want to look cool when you go to Starbucks, then I'm joking. I'm just not a big Mac fan. My sister uses a MacBook Pro that I bought her when she went to college, but she's producing movies in LA. She just did Aquaman. So she needs it. But for most people, they're stupid. All right. So anyway, if you don't have this, you can use like something else. I don't really know. There's one that's called, I think, Jing or whatever that you can use. Basically the same thing. But if you have Windows, just look for the snipping tool and you just click on new like that and just cut this image out like so. And then we're just going to save this to our desktop as, actually, let's do this. 111111111. That way I could find it really easy. No science to it, guys. It's just, it is what it is. All right, now I'm going to open this up. And then I'm just going to write my friend Brendan. I don't know if I spelled his name right. Let me make sure I did. A-N-O-N. I have a brother named Brendan who spells his name with an O. And I have this guy who's a friend of mine who is awesome at what he does, who spells his name with an A. So sometimes I get confused. Brendan just finished a video that outlines exactly how this all works and how you can start doing it and seeing results as soon as today. Boom. To watch the free video, simply click the car crash below. Okay, so now we're just going to insert the image like so. Right there. Boom. There's our image. Now, I know this looks stupid right now because it's on Word. It's in Word, but once we do this in our email autoresponder, it's going to be it's going to look fine. It's not going to be on 2 pages like this, but right now it's going to do that. And that's okay. It's not a problem. Simply click, to watch the video, simply click the car crash below, and it should autoplay in your browser. So another thing that you could do too, I'm not going to teach you how to do this because it'll take me forever, but another thing that you could do too is if you have like, I use Microsoft, not Microsoft Paint, Paint.net, which is down here. It's kind of like a Photoshop type deal, but it's really easy to use. So you could take this and you could download a video player. I'm actually going to show you this in a second. Actually, no, I can't show you this, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll explain it. You can download a video player with a blank background, and you could put this inside of a video player, so it will look like this. Watch. Video player. PNG. Images. Right. So you can take this video player, and you could put this in paint.net, and you could put the picture of the car crash back here, and then you can also get this play button, and you could put it on top of it so it looks like the car crash is in a video. I think this is actually the one that I use most of the time. I think it actually is. So what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll put the car crash back here. Then I'll download one of these players and I'll put it right on top so that when they click that, the play button, the video, it goes right to the page, the video starts to play. So you can do that. It takes a little bit of paint.net training and stuff, which I'm not going to do here, but it's not that difficult to do. Like it's really not. It's actually pretty easy. So you could definitely do that if you want to. All right, and then to end it off, all we do here is we say, and I'm actually going to give you this email so you can use it. If you want to promote that offer, you can use it. And I'll also give you an email to promote Profit Portal as well if you want to use that too. So you're going to get 2 emails in here. I told you you're going to get 1. You're going to get 2. And I'm also teaching you how to create an email on any offer that you ever come across. So that's good as well. To end it off, I'm just going to put something like, not really sure how long this free video is gonna be up, and it's only a few minutes long and teaches you, damn it, what you need to know to get started today. So watch it now and reply back with what you think. Vitally important. I'm going to go into this in a second. Talk soon, Kenny. Okay, vitally important that you write back or reply back with what you think. Why? Because I was taught this by somebody who probably the best, I'm not going to give the person's name out, but probably the best email marketer in the world. And basically what he says, and I don't know if this is true or not, to be honest with you, but it has worked really well for me. And I've seen my open rates go through the roof and deliverability go through the roof once I started doing this. His theory is that, and I believe he's right, his theory is that if people reply back to your email, that they're more likely to get delivered the email. So if all I'm doing is sending out and nobody is interacting with those emails, I mean, they might be opening them, right? But nobody's writing. It's not a conversation. They're not engaging. They're not writing back to me. My deliverability over time will go down. That's his theory, and he has a lot of numbers to prove that theory out. So do I. Because once I started to do this and started asking for responses back, my open rate like tripled. Okay? And that's really big. That's one thing. A lot of people think open rate, oh, it's all about, you know, subject lines or whatever. Not really. Not really. So as I'm getting replies back, my open rates and deliverability, they go up really high. So it's very important that you get responses back. Sometimes I'll write emails for the sole purpose of getting replies. That's the only reason why I'm writing the email. A completely different strategy. I'm not going to go into it here. But again, you want to make sure that you put reply back with what you think, and then answer the replies. We said this in the first video. Answer the replies, because that's going to help you get more deals in. So make sure you don't ignore them. Answer the replies. It increases your engagement. It makes you more trustworthy with the audience. It makes them believe and understand that you're a real person just like they are, and you're trying to help them, and it will help you close more deals. So that's basically how the entire email is going to go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the color on some of these. Exactly what you need to know to get started. Watch the free video. Boom. I know you can make fun of me if you want. I know that I can just click the blue right above my mouse button, but I'm kind of an idiot, and I'm not really too smart with the technology stuff, and I do things old school a lot of times. All right, so that's basically how I'm going to write that email. The blue is where I'm going to link. Okay, simple as that. So the blue is where I'm going to link, and this is going to be linked as well. I can't show you that, but that's going to be linked to the sales page as well. All right, so, or your affiliate link, not the sales page. You're going to link it to your affiliate link in Warrior Plus. So that's how that's going to go. That's going to be linked to the affiliate link and all that. All right, so that's basically how I'm going to write the email. Subject line, I hope I don't surprise you here, but it's basically going to be the same exact thing that we just went through. Hang on a second. Let me go back to it. Bang, bang, profits. Bang, bang. All right. So, whoop, I went back one too many. All right. So, basically, I'm going to do the same thing for a subject line as I did with everything else. But what I'm going to focus on really is some of the bullet points inside of the page here. So I'm quiet because I'm looking, I'm reading. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I always like to, is that an image? Yeah, it might be an image. I might not be able to copy that. That's okay. If I can't copy it, we could just do, oh, I can't copy it. Cool. All right, so my subject line is going to be, remember, we're not stealing. Don't steal ever. Okay, don't ever do that. Free video. Done for you campaigns that bank up to, let's see if he makes up to, bank up to, I want to see if there's a like an income number on here. Like a lot of times it'll be like make $200 a day or make $500 a day or whatever. Okay, $1,500. There we go. All right, so we have bank up to 1,500. All right, that's going to be my subject line. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to delete this stuff here. That's going to be my email, okay? So what's important is I'm going to do two things. I'm just going to write this at the bottom down here because I'm going to actually give you this to use if you want to promote that offer or you want to just understand, watch the video and follow along as I'm doing it. I'm going to email the list at around probably 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? The reason why I'm going to do that is because almost every launch in the world goes out at 11 a.m. I don't ever do that because everyone else is going at 11, so why the hell am I going to do that? I want to be different, and it works. So I go at 1 a.m. in the morning, and nobody else is promoting at that time, so I get all the attention, which is great. So I don't want to go at 11 a.m. I want to go at 7 a.m. because it's earlier and nobody's really doing anything at that hour, but, you know, it works. Then what I want to do is I want to email to unopens at around 4 p.m. Eastern. Right. I mean, you can adjust this to your time frame if you want, but most of the time you're going to see Eastern Standard Time on Warrior Plus. So you should probably stick with that. If you have to get up a little early or schedule it, you can write an email and schedule it for 7 a.m. Eastern the next day if you want to. And then what I'm going to do is email unopens to unopens at like 2 a.m. Eastern. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is it's going to be one email to the whole list. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, active campaign, I want to do my resend options, and I want to send to people who didn't open this campaign at 4 p.m. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to change the subject line using what I just showed you. Just pick another bullet point and change the subject line and send it out again. Then what I'm going to do at 2 a.m. is I'm going to do resend options again, and I'm going to send to unopens again at 2 a.m. The same email. The email's not changing. The only thing that's changing is the subject line, and sometimes you don't even have to do that. A lot of times I don't do that. I just send the same subject line. But the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm trying to cover every area of the world. And I want to get people in the UK to open the email. I want to get people in California to open up the email. I want to get people in New York to open up the email. I want to get people all over the world to open up the email. Australia, wherever. So if I do that, I'm covering the entire world and giving them a time, to open up the email when it's like prime time for them. If I email at 7 in the morning, my sister lives in LA. That's 3 o'clock in the morning her time, right? Or I think 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I don't know. It's something like that. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. She's not going to open up an email at 4 o'clock in the morning, like ever, right? But if I email at 4 in the afternoon, that's 12 o'clock her time or 1 o'clock her time, whatever the time difference is, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is. It's a lot earlier in the day. So she's more likely to do that. At 2 a.m., that may be 9 in the morning in the UK. I don't know the time differences. But my point is that I'm trying to spread it out across the day so that the unopens actually have a chance. Because a lot of times your unopens are not because they don't want to open up the email. It's just because they're not there at that time. And it's not time for them to open up an email. At 7 a.m., you might be emailing somebody it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And if it is, they're not going to open it. At 2 a.m. Eastern, it may be 11 o'clock in the morning somewhere else, and they're going to open up the email. So you want to cover the entire world with your email, and you do it by resend options, unopens, and then resending the email. All right? So that is how you do the email. That's how you create the email. That is something that you can model right there. I'm going to give you that, and I'm also going to give you one to promote the Profit Portal as well, and hopefully that will work for you. All right? That's it. If you have any questions, please let us know.